Let's dive into Jurassic World, a place where science forgot to stop, nature got mad, and dinosaurs became household names again. Across the trilogy, we've seen ancient creatures brought back to life, sometimes with wonder, mostly with screaming. And I'm about to walk you through every major dinosaur we met, what they meant, and why they made us keep watching. Because honestly, who doesn't love a good dino rampage? We start with the hybrids, the unnatural stars of the show, the Indominus Rex. Designed in a lab to be the park's biggest attraction, and, spoiler, it escaped. Of course it did. It's part T-Rex, part Velociraptor, part nightmare. It could camouflage, lower its body heat, and even manipulate other dinosaurs. Not just a threat, a weapon. And what's wild is, it knew it. It didn't act like an animal. It planned like a villain. Then came the Indoraptor in Fallen Kingdom. Sleeker, stealthier. It didn't smash through fences, it opened doors. It moved like a shadow, played with its prey, and had this eerie awareness of everything around it. It didn't just kill, it stalked. Jurassic World went full horror movie with this one, and it worked. Now let's step into familiar territory, the predators that existed long before the genetic remixing, the Velociraptors, and of course Blue, the raptor with a heart, trained by Owen Grady, loyal but unpredictable. Through all the chaos, she survives, she fights, she raises a baby, and somehow we root for her. Blue changed how we see raptors, not just as killers, but as characters. In Dominion we meet the Giganotosaurus, the so-called largest carnivore to ever live. It's huge, aggressive, and wants that apex predator title badly. But it's not just here to roar. It's here to remind us that the food chain never stays still. There's always a bigger monster on the horizon. And then, oh man, the Therizinosaurus. One of the weirdest, most unsettling dinosaurs they've added. Feathered, massive claws, herbivore, but it acts like it skipped anger management. It doesn't run. It lurks. It breathes behind you. It swipes like it's trying to cut through fear itself. Definitely one of the standouts of Dominion. Let's not forget the Carnotaurus. Horns above its eyes, compact and fast. It doesn't do a lot of winning, but it charges like it has something to prove. A solid reminder that even mid-tier predators can cause major damage. The Allosaurus is another returner. It's powerful, brutal, and shows up during stampedes, fights, and general chaos. It's the kind of dinosaur that doesn't care who you are, it's just always hungry. And then there's the Baryonyx. Semi-aquatic, with a snout built for fishing and claws that look ready for anything else. It's seen emerging from tunnels, flooding basements, creeping through darkness. And the moment you hear that echoing growl, yeah, it's already too late. Let's go smaller, but just as dangerous. Compsognathus or compies. Tiny, fast, they seem harmless. But in groups, they're deadly. You're not running from a compy, you're running from 30 of them, and they're faster than your thoughts. Then the Dilophosaurus, back after all this time. It doesn't need size. It's got venom. It's got a frill. And it announces itself with that static-like shriek before it spits in your face. In Dominion, it finally reclaims its creepy spotlight. Now let's cool it for a second and talk about the peaceful giants. The heart of Jurassic World. Brachiosaurus, tall, graceful, slow-moving. The first dinosaur ever shown in the original Jurassic Park. And in Fallen Kingdom, we saw one silhouetted in fire and smoke, left behind as the island burned. That scene, it hurt. It reminded us that these animals aren't villains. They're just stuck in a world that keeps falling apart around them. Triceratops brings muscle and attitude. A herbivore, sure, but try getting in its way. With 3 horns and a shield of a skull, it's a walking fortress. Ankylosaurus, the dinosaur tank. Armored back, clubbed tail, all business. It's not flashy, but when it swings, things break. Stegosaurus returns too, calm in herds, defensive when needed. With that tail spike, it doesn't need speed to survive. It holds its ground. Then there's Gallimimus, fast and flighty, always running from something. And Parasaurolophus, with its distinctive crest. These are the herd dinosaurs, essential to the park's ecosystem, even if they're not headliners. Let's not forget the skies. Pteranodons, once locked safely inside an aviary. Then they broke free, and things got wild. Tourists plucked from the sky, chaos raining down. They might not have teeth like T-Rex, but you never want them flying above you. And in the water, the Mosasaurus, massive, silent, unpredictable. It eats sharks like popcorn and shows up only when the tension's about to snap. Whether it's dragging Indominus into the deep or crashing a fishing boat, it owns whatever body of water it's in. And now, we end where we should have started. The Tyrannosaurus Rex. The legend, the original, the queen. She's been through every era of the franchise, not genetically enhanced, not modified, just raw, ancient power. In Jurassic World, she's brought out as a last resort. A reminder that no matter how far science goes, some things can't be replaced. She fights Indominus, survives extinction, and takes down the Giganotosaurus alongside a Therizinosaurus. She's not just a dinosaur, she's the dinosaur, the symbol of everything Jurassic stands for: beauty, danger, chaos, and survival. And every time she roars, you feel it. In the end, Jurassic World wasn't about theme parks. It was about control. We tried to control nature, and nature responded, through the teeth and claws of every dinosaur, from the tiny Compys to the giant Mosasaur. And above them all, one truth stands: life finds a way. And just when it seemed like the story had ended, it's evolving again. A new Jurassic World film is on the way. Not just a sequel, a new chapter. New faces, new conflicts, and yes, new dinosaurs. Whispers of unseen species, deeper science, and a world where humans and prehistoric life are no longer separated by parks or fences. They're side by side now. We're stepping into uncharted territory, not just more action, but more consequences. What does survival look like when dinosaurs aren't confined to islands anymore? What happens when nature doesn't just fight back, but reclaims everything? It's not just another disaster, it's a new beginning. Or maybe the final one. One thing's for sure, the roar isn't fading. It's getting louder. And when the ground starts to shake again, we'll be there, staring straight into the past, as it charges into the future.